Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream, which is very loud. Yeah, so today we'll be doing Guild War. I have not done my Guild War duties yet, much, so I'm just gonna do it right now. So yeah. Okay. I haven't tested 95, so I'm gonna see how much damage I do. Probably 3 turns, please. Oh, it dispels. Naruhodo. That's a bit of a evil move. Okay, 2 turn. It's not bad. So my aim is just to reach about 250 million, I think, today. Ideally not, but the thing is, yeah. I'll also be doing a little bit of revision when I'm doing this, so if you guys don't mind. It didn't hit the threshold to dispel. Because it didn't dispel my this today. Interesting. I wonder is it all dispel or need certain dispel? If it's certain dispel, I got a way to protect it. But it's one extra button, and I don't think it's that much more. Anyway, today will be a short stream, about an hour 45 minutes ish to 2 hours. Today is a special time because I usually don't stream around this time. And yeah, if I stream tomorrow, it will also be Guild War. Certainly it's Guild War season, so. But I don't know whether I'll be doing tomorrow. But anyway, I should probably showcase my Guild War strategies or something. Maybe I don't know. Online, there's actually not much strategy. It's just air rush. I believe I already talked about it in a certain stream. I think a few days before Guild War even, I think I did that stream as well. So, yeah. I said if you do not have an Arash, you're just missing out a lot. Arash is something. It's good to have rather than a necessity because, to be fair, it can do a lot of stuff, but it doesn't excel in the current meta, which is a problem right now. Are you serious? Oh, it's dodge. It's dodge. They added dodge to the boss. Yabai. Yabai. Maji yabai. I know what our NM95 NM150 will be now. It's just going to be just freaking skill spam, isn't it? There is no way in hell you're gonna eat through that properly, dude. There's no way in hell you can do that. Okay, let's see if I do it this way. How much damage will I do? It's probably not enough to take out, but it also wouldn't do a lot of stuff to me. It's more consistent for sure. Hey, another one. See if I can protect myself. I should probably try to get the spell cancel. If this is the case, but I do not know what I can remove to improve my damage potential. Or at least doesn't reduce my damage potential that much. But the spell cancel is very nice. I do not know how much the spell cancel does. Like, does it guard one or does it guard only everything? Oh. Not consistent. Anyway, I think a good indication of how much you should do guild war per day mostly scales to stems to your guild themselves, your clan themselves. If let's say they set a target, obviously try to meet that minimum, but in my opinion, if you can, try to hit around a good amount is what? 150 million bare minimum as a casual. The reason is might be actually less of what you would expect, but if you're doing NM farming, obviously it's provided that you can do fast NM, decently fast NM farming. Obviously it can be slightly slower, like 3 to 4 minutes ish, right? NM farming, but for this early stage, probably you wouldn't be entering late game, late guild war in that step-by-step standard, but the reason is because you want to get as much of your tokens while farming for honors, because you want to try to hit at least the cents drop from guild war. Okay, not say cents drop, but more of like the honor reward, which is like 800 million or something. I think 800 million, I think. Your bare minimum, I feel like for any player to reach is 800 million. The reason because sand is an extremely rare drop. If you keep getting sand, obviously you're luck sacking. There was just no way around it. Sand has been a horrible drop rate. I've gotten more bars than sand. Even in recent times. Like I got 2 sand, I got 4 bars. Right? In essence, that's around how much I got. Right? And some of the sand I even got from events, right? So let's say if I got from events, I've put around like 4 in total right now. So 2 plus 2 basically. And the problem with sand is that sand is such a ridiculous drop. I've been farming a lot of sand rates, by the way, not as much bar rates, okay? And like nowadays, bar rates I do farm, but way lesser. I've been farming a lot of sands. And holy crap, they don't drop, man. They don't drop. Like, I'm going to give a rant. Like, if you're doing the world has one of the more decent rate to drop. The freaking sands don't drop from there. In fact, most of my sands actually, other than like a few, it's mostly what trophies, and of course like not just trophies, right, but also like some drops and mostly event gifts, those stuff. So that's how I've been getting my sands, right? And lo and behold, even if they give out sands like that, it's still not enough. You're gonna need a lot of sands. Even if you start accumulating, it's so slow. It's so slow. You're gonna be way ahead very fast because sand drop rate is that horrendous, right? So absolutely try to pace yourself so that you will reach 800 million by the end of the Guild War. You may not want to hit 1 billion for most people because time is one thing. It's a lot of commitment, right? And generally not as easy as you would think, right? This is the third turn already, second turn. But yeah, so you try to pace yourself. First day around 150, assuming you have already got like 70 million on your OTX plus OTK, which I will recommend if you're especially a newbie who can't do NM really well. Try to farm more meat so that you can actually ask your mates, your guild mates, to brush down the boss for you. At least you will still gain a lot of points that way. At around like, you won't share it at 95, right? And then 95, most people just follow on OTK standards, or 2 turns OTK standard like me. But even for me, right, this strategy is really contest though. I will tell you, people are trying to do 3 turn, 2 button or 1 button 3 turn, and I can tell that it's not gonna work for me because this boss dispels. So that means that your damage is not consistent. Okay? So what happens when your damage is not consistent? Your damage will fall off and accidents will happen. Obviously, if you're strong enough, it doesn't matter because you have the HP to survive, you have the damage to continue dealing, you have the defense, whatsoever, right? Even for OTK, I think in this amount of HP is actually generous already. 70k, 50k is plenty. Some OTK only have 30k HP, right? So that's when you like really follow up with other stuff, right? Oh, by the way, I only ate late lunch, so I don't know whether I want to go cook my dinner up. So if I need to go halfway a little bit, I wouldn't stop the stream. I'll just be like away for a while. Yeah, that's what I will be doing. But yeah, just a small heads up. I wanted to diverge a little bit, but anyway, yeah. So that's a simple tip for Guild War, right? And if I were to say old Guild War without sense and all these shenanigans, just do as much as you want. Right? If you want a lot of crystal, obviously try to hit 1B. There's no other incentive other than crystal. It is. This boss has been more painful than I thought. Okay, wait, defense and what's my EMP? The specialty weapon. Okay, cannot do anything with that. Bowman should be on awakening multi-attack, right? Yeah, and I just don't want to give him the ability for rings, because he's not that cool compared to everybody else. So a bit stingy, but okay, this is decent, I guess. The reason why I go triple attack rate is because I want him to be able to triple attack even without the wolf stacks. Quite often the wolf stacks he will just disappear with it. So yeah. It's actually pretty bad. Let me just try to get something out. Wow. Give me something better, dude. What the heck? Hey, it's intricacy ring eh! Come on! What is this bush? I'm getting... I have not gotten a single above 1500. Are you serious? Is my lag today negative? Thank you. I would rather take this. Yes, lesser stamina, but a lot more attack. And a lot more HP. But it's not what I want. If you can get stamina plus a high roll stamina, at least anything above 2500, and critical hit rate. There we go. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll get no stamina, but it's like how much? You know, it's a 400 increase, I think, and then a 20%, which is a max roll crit rate. I think it's a max roll crit rate. And then I have a double attack rate, which doesn't really matter because I have guaranteed triple attack, I believe. So, the best I can have is stamina and critical hit rate together. But that's obviously gonna take a lot of rolls. Not gonna happen anytime soon. I assure you. And yeah, you know what? Let's see, which one do I want to improve? Improve defense or improve offense? I'm really keeping caps, so I just want to get my defense up then. So like this, I have a decent amount of stuff basically. So yeah, deals triple attack. Yeah, so she has guaranteed triple attack. Okay. Right. Mafios is a new character that I have not touched. Both figures, right? Okay. I should be doing my NM right now. Give me a sec. Stamina plus 10. Ooh. I know I haven't seen his new stuff. Haven't done his uncapped skill quest, so I have no idea what is his last skill. It's just a lot of new. Dispel cancer effect. Light damage reduction. I think it's right. This one restore the allies HP heal. So I guess it's decent. I guess it doesn't really synergize with the Ferdil team. Ferdil Leech, right? Leech is already a healer, but she don't get much from that. CA reactivation. Upon this one, do a lot of damage, ignore foe resistances. Refresh effect. So this guy gives a lot of healing, which I feel is a bad trademark. I got a feeling that the boss is going to use that against yourself. Reason being that zombie fight is a thing. And if you know anything about zombie fight, they are scary shit. They are scary shit, so 8%. I'll take the 8%. Bogey damage, I'm gonna take 20%. 3 more. I guess dark attack. Yeah, dark attack. I guess that's how I want to build it up, yeah. Obviously get a better ring if you can. I'm not gonna bother with him. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't be playing this. I didn't have permission for that, so I don't want to get copyright struck or whatever. But yeah. May have put that into the playlist by accident. Okay, anyway. Lo and behold, right. Recently people have been commenting. At least I read a comment regarding my 2023 scarf guide. If you're watching this, obviously, the guide is still applicable up to you unlocking M3. If you unlock M3, obviously please do M3. It's a lot of damage potential and survivability kept in there. Especially if you have no capability of doing revives due to lack of characters. M3 is a decent place because M3 is a lot easier than revives. Though I wouldn't say everything is full autoable right now. Levy being one of them. Levy has always been a pain in the butt, and I can tell you, Levy is really painful for M3 standards. I haven't had a single full auto Levy thus far, so, and that's with meta characters. So I don't expect you to like be able to do M3 fully by yourself. Though by that standard, though, M3 is still low and behold a lot of people farming it because people are still farming for animas, like the animas. So yeah, not so much for the weapon now. For me, I'm still farming for some weapons as well. My Tiamat is close to bare minimum standard M3, but I won't be making a guide yet until I get like at least 5 of the weapons and stuff for the Exalto. So just to prove a point that you do not need 5 Exaltos. Maybe I'll do it for one of the elements that I deem to be not necessary, but yeah. The presence of this series though is actually really good because it brings people up to this current standard. Current primal standard is around this, but a lot stronger because you're still missing out a lot of percentage. And Magna's Exalto isn't as strong as Primal's Exalto, sad to say, right? But yeah. I think Exalto should have been the same because Exalto plays a very key role in both aspects. I don't see the reason why they should have gamed Magna Exalto. Like, to be honest, seriously. Because if you're going to power creep it anyway, unless you're trying to control power creep, but even then that's a very unfair advantage to Magna unless they release a new series that does Exalto as well for Magna. Because I don't see this as a good deal for Magna still. Magna should not be equal to Primal, but Exalto is too key great piece to just leave it as a freaking 20% to 30%. Right, I'm a Primal user, but I'm also a Magna user for win, okay? So I can technically complain, okay? bias complain, right? But so far I don't really use Exalto as much. There's no reason to to be fair. Light has a horrible Exalto weapon. Like supplemental of crit is yeah, it's fine, I guess. It's fine, but it's not something I would say is a great addition. Right? And mostly people are using Luofist anyway, so it's a bit hard to slot that in for such element. But if you really do agree that Exalto is the way to go, good for you, right? Exalto, I only acknowledge it for supplemental skills and such other grade because they actually get good rewards out of it. Critical as well for damage penetration. But other than that, there is no full reason to use Exalto right now, right? Um, and then if you are using Exalto, you also are able, technically are supposed to be able to remove your second summon. Your main aura summon or your friend aura summon, you do not need to be Magna or Primal. That was the main reason. But now they shifted the whole thing so much that it becomes a very weird stage of how I feel the game should be played. I mean, sure, it's a good reason, but I think they should have just made it so that it's possible to do Lucy X something or something like something, but then they all in, you know, a double Primal or double Magna just so that you can proc a 250 Opus. Like, I don't think that is a good thing or healthy for the game. Obviously, Opus will still be very damn strong. There is no doubt about it, right? Like, Magna or Primal summon is usually not fully out of the picture. You will always need either one or the other. Right? Main times Magna, main times Primal is still the same, right? The main is all the changeable piece, but I guess I didn't like what they did. But I mean, they are trying to introduce power creep in a weird way that doesn't work with the current scene of the meta. So it has to take a while to see whether that meta will build up something useful, right? I believe before this meta, before the whole pianist meta, we were going for a very weird build as well. I don't remember what was the build. What was the build before pianist? It was not related to skill, I think. It was very Ogi related, I think. Now I think about it, it's CA. It was very CA heavy. People were trying to deal CA Heaven, Ogi Heaven. That was, I believe, the previous build, which was freaking funny. But to be fair, CA Heaven only can do so much because Cap is one thing. They didn't do CA supplemental for a very long time. And then we had Siete being multi-element, boosting the CA for quite a while until they nerfed that. So the meta has shifted a lot, right? And back then, I don't think autos were as like heavily focused because most people agreed the only people who had the ability to auto at that crazy level, unlike today, scope, was people who fully decked out primal grids, like the best of the best, right? Full Olivia grids, full Olivia weapon with a Parazonium or something, and then that was a really good one, right? And then there's a few others which relies on echoes, bogey echoes, and maybe some people double strike. It's nice. It's kind of funny to see the whole, you know, team change a little bit. I don't even know how many millions I really gotten. Each one is about, I think, a few 100k. So at least I need a few 100k, right? I need to check once. At least have an estimation of how much I'm doing per round. Because it's already been about, I don't know, 20 minutes? 20 minutes, yeah. Should probably stop putting earpiece for a few days. Okay, so that's at least 30 mil, yeah. That's even lesser than expected. How am I going to hit 200? Okay, well, we shall see, we shall see. Maybe we can do it 1 year, I guess. Because my ear definitely needs to breathe a bit. Well, I think I want to at least bare minimum finish this at least 5 mil. 95 really don't give that much, huh? That's kind of a pain in the butt. Anyway, Dark Guild War usually expect a lot more tough opponents in the tiers. Except maybe the casual gang. The casual gang probably don't bother about it. They just want to get the minimum gem and get out. So no, I guess before I make a video about how I feel about the entry landscape, right? I think the secret to building a team for those as a newbie is to just see, like in trial, what is the mechanics of the boss, right? If let's say the boss requires clear, always bring clarity, right? Bring a doctor, doctor class, very good, still very good. After so many years, it's one of the better survivability class, especially when you're a newbie. Having a free pot on standby and vaccine is very disgusting. That's how I'll put vaccine as. Vaccine is really a disgusting one. Like, it cures all debuff that is removable at the end of turn. Which means that if you expect the enemy to actually debuff you, especially with zombie fight, with a lot of paralysis or those nonsense freeze, that vaccine is really strong. Right? It's really strong, and it comes down off cooldown relatively quickly. And if you have characters that can reduce cooldown by 1 or 2, you're going to get your potion every 3 turns, essentially, which is kind of like every boss's when they activate their move anyway, right? 3 turns, 2 diamonds. That's pretty good, right? If you can do that, you're set for the standards. Because like there are a lot of other ways you can get pots as well nowadays. Some characters give it, right? Some characters generate it, like Kim can generate green pots. And then we have like we have weapons, like I believe one of Kek weapons can generate a green pot as well. If you do feel like you want to invest in some weapons, those weapons are to get it, especially if you're manualing a lot. I don't feel the necessity. Just make sure you reserve enough Damascus or Goba for Eternals and whatnot. Obviously, you're going to be negative for a very long time. Even with ROTB only helps you get some of the gold bars that is needed, by the way. So if you see like, oh, there's like 20 gold bar you can get, or something. No, that's not true. You don't have that much gold bar. That gold bar you see is all you get. What side games are willing to give you, right? They don't give you more. You need to farm yourself. Mostly from Arcarium or from HLQL, Huanglong, Qiling, which is still a very good place to farm. It has a decently high drop rate from there, I think, but it's so rare now that people don't farm it. So, but you need a lot of stuff from it. So I still recommend farming even if you're like 500 animals or 600 animals from there. Just for the case of that, you are going to need the summons, at least one of them each, right? Huanglong for CA and Qilin for skill reset, which still people use Qilin, obviously. Not as crazy as last time, but it's still good to have one. They are your emergency button for most cases still. Is it now though? Let me think. I know people used to use it for Hexa, Chromatic Hierarch. Nowadays, I don't think people use that as much. There are some that still use the Obiot, which will still use Qilin, but for the most part, people use Gojo or something. Stop the damage or something. So it's like, yeah. Which speaks to the point, event summons. Some of the event summons are still very useful. So if you miss those, there is nothing much you can say other than you have to get some other alternative. And like for Hexa Chromatic Hierarch, apparently you need either Alexio or was it Athena with I don't remember what, but it times the damage like crazy. It's a 90% or 100% damage card, so like to that level of crazy, right? That you can survive certain stuff in those raids. And this is the first time I feel like endgame raids, you actually need to take care and take a look at summon. Someone actually, some of the YouTubers, I don't remember who, I couldn't, is it DYDK or someone, was talking about it, about how they like the current design, which because it doesn't just focus purely on one aspect of the game, like in terms of building a team. It doesn't focus on just one aspect of it, right? Last time the aspect was you have the grid, you don't care about the characters, you can still do crap, which in my opinion was a better choice because like grid pieces are necessary still, okay, but the characters was so like meh that it was that you just took whatever had the highest multiplier or highest synergy and you just have to do it to do enough damage or delay the boss to oblivion and then have the boss react at certain HP percentage, which was okay. But nowadays, it's more reactive, right? Every few percent there is more triggers. So it's not just on like a time basis where you can delay to oblivion. And there is more like stuff like they clear their own debuffs, they deal a big debuff on you, or you have to go through their whole mechanic in distant via V2. V2 was meant to push people out of that stupid delay syndrome. There was a reason why Chaos Ruler was very strong in the past, and it's still kinda strong, but the way that delay works nowadays, it's not really that preferable. Water still runs it really well, but that's because Shishio can delay and heal. So and it heals a lot, so that's a ridiculous benefit. And it's a bit hard to like not justify that water still runs like similar to the old meta, but in a more advanced form. And I think before Kengo got his class champion, did Kengo get his class champion? I don't remember when Kengo was introduced. Before Kengo was popularized as hell, what did people even run back in those days? I remember a lot of people were running Chaos Rulers, people were running what joke classes were we using? I think it was the Sage or the Mage. Mage, I think. There was a Warlock. Warlock, yes, Warlock. People were running Warlock back then. It's still used, okay, but it's for OTK. I don't think it's used as much nowadays as Water because of Mana Diver. But I guess even with this update to be similar to Mana Diver, I think Mana Diver is still more used. Let's be honest, like, Mana Diver is very hard to in many aspects. And the funny thing about the whole Warlock becoming a pseudo Mana Diver was that the way it's used is a bit clunky, I think. I mean, Mana Diver can be clunky, but it's more consistent, but I don't know. It just feels weird. Okay, I don't think there's much to talk about. I do not know whether I'll be streaming tomorrow. If let's say I'll be streaming tomorrow, then it will still be Granville. But if not, I'm gonna get my year checked, get some stuff done. And of course, it's test season, so I'm just doing some revision as well. I should probably pull up my papers. But yeah. Anyway, how's everybody's days today, you know? How much is this? 900k honors. Really? 900k honors is about 1 million per round. I only did like 30. 30 rounds only? Okay. I thought it was a lot faster. I guess that's strange. So if I want, I need to do 250 rounds? I guess it's not that bad. 250 rounds per round. I haven't do my WoW daily as well. I can't do that now. Not like now, but scroll in to see. I'll take a look at my what's. Anyway, it shouldn't really affect me from reading chat. So if you still are here, I can still see your chats. Oh yeah, I also stopped putting chat on my screen anymore. Like in terms of like when you put in the stream, right? Last time I used to put chat on the bottom right or something. I'm not gonna do that anymore. There's too many bots, too many people, kind of ruining the whole ecosystem on the chat. So now chat would be isolated. So if you are catching up, YouTube side, I don't know whether your YouTube side will see from the Twitch side or Twitch chat can see YouTube side. Probably not, right? On my chat, I can see both, right? But I don't think Twitch likes that. So I think it's also a good change that I just stopped showing chat in general. Due to that change. So yeah. But if you're on YouTube and you're looking up from that side, any chat you go through, it will save in the bot. So unless you're a bot or something, then I have to keep you. But other than that, I don't find the need to keep people if you're respectful and you're doing everything fine, right? General stuff. But I have already encountered quite a few bots and I keep a few of them. So or should I say I banned a few of them, but yeah. And maybe I should just code out one bot that just ban bots. Ban bots, auto hide links, and I think etc and probably might be a better use of what I can do, and maybe it can boost my resume or something. But that would have to make me go with which API will I want to use? API. And I also need to think of which side I want to handle first, or if I want to handle both at once. But handling both at once is the better idea right now because I can just use Restream, which is what I'm using to streaming on both ends. You know, so that I can develop the API from there, I guess. If they even allow it, I should probably research that part. But yeah. How does it say I'm streaming The Legend of Hero? Let me just... I'm pretty sure I updated chat. Why is chat not updating? Chat, Onegai, update. Chimasu. Okay, there we go. That looks correct. Looks a lot more correct. Yeah. I think recently I'm also interested in the CTM side of Minecraft again. Like I've been seeing some interesting maps pop up on my radar after like a good downtime of not actually touching any Minecraft for I guess like other than for like my CCAs and school events that use Minecraft, which there are such things. That's quite interesting. I haven't really touched Minecraft as a game for like a few years, maybe 2 years-ish. And there's always weird nagging feeling, like you know, like nostalgia, but it's a little bit different, right? Because you see people make a new map or something, and then it has new mechanics, and then you'll be like, this looks fun, right? That was something that didn't happen, but then it's like in the mix of like the gameplay, you'll be like, ah shit, we're back into mining again. I was duped back into going back into the mines, the coal mines, and then you gotta go mine everything back out. It's like that's the feeling, but I don't really detest, but I also don't really like it. It's just like I don't know, the weird feeling of nostalgia intermixed with annoyance. It's an interesting feeling. I guess you can say that's a Sundya mindset, huh? if you rephrase it, it's basically a Sundya. Tsundere, right? Tsundere, but that doesn't feel right, I think. Love-hate relationship or all Tsundere, that's also not an accurate representation of what Tsundere is. Man, my nose is getting stuffy. Is that why my ears is ringing? Because the mucus is so high. I don't know. I'm not a biology student. I'm just here, just like. Eh. There was one time I had a job, right, and the job was to do certain inspections, checking, and stuff. But then there's some point in time when you finish it, and then you are talking, just to boil down a little bit of time, the last few minutes of your duty. You're really like, hey, let's do a little bit of talking, right? It's like the last 5 minutes. Might as well just do it, right? You just talk. And there was this few stories that I've heard that get me a little bit restless, because sometimes nowadays I have the same symptoms, but I don't have the diagnosis is not the same. So I don't know. Right. And then it becomes very interhumanly fearful for no good reason. So it's like learning knowledge a good thing or bad thing at this point in time, because like some gossips, right, have been interestingly carved in a way that makes it so that indirectly you are attacked. it doesn't mean that you are attacked now, but you have this knowledge, but then it somehow or somewhere it just comes back from the past to just drop you in the mind, and then be like, aha, you have heard about this before, or you know about this before. Usually that's a good thing in like workforce or something, because you'll be like, I can identify this, I can fix this and stuff like that. But on the off chance it's something related to health or related to something else, it generally gives me unsettling feelings, I think, generally. But I guess it's all part of the process of being old, I guess. Because the older you are, the more like stories you hear, the more interactions you have, the more knowledge you build up, the more it goes against you sometimes. So like when you're young, you're fearful of the unknown, but when you're old, you're fearful of the known. Right? It makes no sense. It really doesn't. You fear what you know, because you know that it's something you cannot control. That's not really unknown, is it? Right? Probability wise, if I were to put probability wise, you know the probability, but because it's known probability, but it's unknown choice, right? So that means you have no choice, but it's unknown, and you go through it, and then that's the fear of the known and the unknown is a very conflict idiom. With the best term. Oh shit! Next song. What's my next song? Yeah. Let's do this. So that's the thing, right? I used to have this weird mindset of fearing of strokes, because I was a lot fatter in the past. That I had to take drastic action to reduce my weight, and of course do a lot of exercise and dieting, which I felt it did work. And right now I'm also dieting, a different style, a lot more aggressive than the past. So, but how should I say? I guess like fear is not just one-sided as well. Like there are sometimes fear can put you to have motivation to do something that you otherwise wouldn't do. Like I'm usually a very lazy person. Let's ignore the grand blue part. The grand blue part, everybody who was lazy will suddenly go woke, but like in lazy is not in like lazy to study or lazy to do work, right? But as in lazy to exercise. Exercise is, I mean, in this generation, to be true, how many people actually exercise for real? I know my friends don't exercise until I call them to, or like I take my own time and effort to go exercise nowadays, which is something I wouldn't do in the past. It makes me feel a little bit better as well, because I feel a little bit more energetic. I feel like I can burn my energy off, so I can have a better sleep. My sleep has been really, I would say, unhealthy is not a great word, but I have run my sleep not by will of choice, but of my scenarios that I needed to go through. And I never got back to the old routine I used to sleep, which was, for people who don't know, I wouldn't have told you this story, right? But yeah. My usual sleep timing, okay, in the simplest form, is used to be 11 p.m. all the way to like 6 to 8, either of these two timing, right? So that'll be like about 7 to 9 hours, depending on what time I wake up. Right? And I think that's pretty generally a normal sleep hour, like for most people. Relatable, perhaps even to a certain extent, certain degree. I know most people nowadays sleep less than 5 or 6 hours. I don't know how those people survive. I today sleep 6 hours as well, because of exams and stuff. What is it? But I was never able to go back to that old sleep schedule unless I was very sick. And when I was very sick, I'll be able to sleep at the timing. But if I'm not sick, I can never get to sleep at the timing. I have no idea why. Is there like a scientific reason as to why you go back to sleep earlier? You know that. I mean, fatigue is one thing, right? But I don't believe fatigue to be the only way, right? Fervently, right? If you have a sleep problem, so far the methods I've tried sleeping, or like I used to do counting shifts, believe it or not, I don't know, it was an old myth, and I think it did work for a period of time, back in like my teenage years, but it never really worked afterwards. I think once I went into adolescence, adulthood, early adult, I guess. I'm still an early adult, right? But a bit different. I can't sleep properly nowadays, especially when I have a runny nose. Those times when you have a runny nose, it gets on your nerve every time because you can't breathe when you sleep. It's like, oh. But then you want to use those like medicinal tubes that will just let you smell, and then it has this minty flavor to try to dissolve the mucus. And it feels good, and then immediately comes back afterwards. It just doesn't work. Like, people say that it works sometimes, it doesn't work for me. I need the cream to apply, and then it will probably last for like an hour before it starts to be okay, I guess. Because my body had been acting really like slow and like inflamed. Probably mucus is a natural recourse for it. Talking about recourse, I should probably drink water because I'm feeling thirsty. I haven't drank much water today, funnily enough. Probably that's my main reason. My culprit for all my stupid mucus. Huh. I just noticed something. This boss has the ability to take away charge bar. And you're wondering how I just realized it? You see, everybody has 30, 30, 140. If the number goes anywhere other than MCs, it means that the charge bar was taken. So in this case, I could tell that it has a charge bar draining. Oh my god, how much debuff can this boss do, dude? I hope the boss doesn't have repel, because I feel like if you have dodge and repel, that's like kind of like a-holing the entire community. Because firstly, what you need is a dispel cancel, and what you need is also to dispel the boss multiple times without injuring yourself, which is like mission impossible in this case. Though we have Hellmail, but if the game developer decided to only give like two buffs per OT or per charge diamond and give you a lot of buffs, that's also plain ass. Not gonna lie, that's plain ass. So far, the boss has not have, I think, more than 3 buffs at a time. So that means that Hellmail might not work this guild war. I'm having a sneaking suspicion that Hellmail might be benched this guild war, for lack of a better term, because Hellmail cannot auto dispel. Because so far I see is this 3, the charge bar increase, veil, and I think dodge up. I haven't seen repel. Repel might happen, but I haven't seen it yet. And he has been giving a lot of debuffs. So far I've seen CA cancel, no charge, I think it's petrified. What else have I seen? I haven't seen zombie fight, but I'm gonna assume that that's one way you can get zombie fight. What else do we have? Let's see. Okay, what were we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about sleep. Okay. So yeah, another thing about sleep is annoying to me is that sometimes when you sleep and you wake up halfway due to nightmare or whatever, you are just sweaty, right? But like, do people actually go and rinse off the sweat before they go back and sleep, or just continuing to try to slog through the nightmare that they had? Because honestly speaking, I usually just go in front a fan or just on aircon and just chill with my phone. And I know that that's the worst thing you can do, especially if you wake up from the middle of sleep, because the moment you touch your phone and you just stare at it for a while, on the light, stare at it for a while, the problem is that you cannot go back and sleep because of blue light, right? Even if you have the filter on, it doesn't really. The moment your brain gets agitated, in terms of like you're reading stuff or whatever, you can't sleep. Though for a period of time, actually that didn't happen to me, because I could still sleep even after reading. I just go and read probably a two chapter of manga of what I used to read, and then or some like web novel or light novel or Korean, what do you call it? What does Korean write their novels on? What's that called? I forgot what it's called. I think it's web novel still. Maybe it's considered web novel still. Then I just go and read a few chapters. And Korean web novels are usually very long. So how long did it took one? I used to read an hour. If I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't go back and sleep, I'll read 1 hour of back then was everyone else is a returnee. I do not know if people actually know about the series. 000. Stop stealing my charge bar, I swear. Yeah, I'll read everyone else is a returnee for probably either 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. And I just well, time to go back and sleep. And just blast myself back to sleep. Sometimes it will work really well, obviously. There are times that it doesn't work properly, but sometimes it works well, especially if I read certain sections. Not really the combat sections, but more like the political intrigue. Does political intrigue make people want to sleep or something? Because I don't know. It's not that political intrigue is not interesting to me. I read what's it called? What's the series called? The realist hero rebuilds the kingdom, I think was what I read. Right? And the political intrigue on that one is a really interesting one, because it goes through obviously not a very, it's a very fictions thing, but it politics that you could believe that could happen in this world, right? And how they divert their resources into healthcare, cleanliness, standards of living. It has that charm that it's not boring, right? So it wouldn't. It will still make me fall asleep very easily, but it wouldn't be a boring thing that it's as if you're listening to a lecture in school. That kind of boring, right? That kind of tiredness. Oh, but for people who didn't know, I used to love history, so I used to love digging out ancient history books and just read them. For no apparent reason, honestly. I just enjoyed that until I had history in school, and then I'd be like, yeah, I do not like having to go through different people's minds and deduce what they thought of that time. I mean, introspection, retrospection is an important skill in life. I feel like especially if you're doing social interaction, it's nice to have some sort of introspection, like from their perspective or from your perspective. But if you put that into politics, that's an interesting mind game because you got to think of the masses in a different state of mind. Right? Like you think of the masses as a conglomerate of minds rather than a single entity, which is what history technically does to you, right? Because you go through every single person's mind at that point in time, and then you think whether this person is saying the truth or not, and then does it fit with the collective consciousness of that time? The collective consciousness may sound very chuny or very what, but it feels like it's something that is very real. I mean, like even in like current standards of like today, you also have this kind of collective consciousness. Right? Especially, easiest way to say, idols and VTubers, they really evoke that consciousness as well. Because people are naturally attracted to this. But people will then have the same mindset, same brain cell. The internet is the same thing as well, right? Most of the time, it just becomes somewhat of a collective consciousness. I wouldn't say it is a collective consciousness because sadly, the internet is still big enough to have extreme, too much or too little, right, of a certain trait. Like extreme vocal, the extreme minority of like maybe silence, and in the middle, neither of them are here. There are still enough to dissociate from it. Oh, we are getting this live, baby. Not time to hide and seek by myself. nice time that my music played to this song, huh? Okay, I'm gonna just blast in this glory. Oh, the skin. Oh. Okay, yeah. Anyway, this is the Guild Wars skin that was shown during I think was it last month's stream or 2 months ago stream. But yes, Digita. I really want to see a white coat. Like, is there any lore reason to have a white coat here? The last few skins that we have a lot of lore reasons, right? I'm just gonna be speculating a little bit. For people who have not played the main story, we know that future Digita got her power stolen by Akasha. Is it Akasha? No, who is that? I forget what's the current boss right now. But basically, it's from the underworld. So, if let's say it is the white coat, which bears significance to white coat. Who actually wore a white coat before this? I wouldn't be surprised if this actually links to Vita's father. Could it be? There's also some theory that we are gonna be getting our what do you call the trip to Esterola with Estalucia really soon. So that's interesting. If it happens within this time period, it's very interesting. I'll take a look at how this changes. So I'm gonna just use one of this. Oh yeah, by the way, I also did get a Wheeling skin. I just got my friend a gift and then just got the Yonga skin on it. Because they don't play GBF, so yeah. Anyway, let's see how the animation is. I want to on the FX. Okay. Is it voice actually? Let me check. Not the main thing. Okay. My ear crackling is getting messed up. Let me just open up the sound. Okay, let's see. It should be good enough. No voice. Okay. Is that cool? Is that cooler than the blue outfit? Is that cooler than the blue outfit? I guess you can do comparison. Oh goodness, I just noticed this is a girl Guild War boss again. This is gonna be another Hecate chance. Oh no. Let's try again. Okay. I don't think it's as cool. It feels very Kimetsu no Yaiba animation. Which makes sense because they did Kimetsu Yaiba's animation really well for that. Or was it? Which animation was it that did very well as well? Okay. Let me try out the. We go back to take a look at the. I mean, this is not a good time to do this, but I want to do it. Okay. Where is it? This one. Conqueror of the Eternals. It's my favorite outfit because it's the only one that doesn't have blue hair, which blue hair people love, but I don't really like the blue hair one. I like the one that I just collect every single item because it looks like the slickers. I'll go back for the FSC afterwards. Don't mind me though. See? Okay, to be fair, the animation for this is not as cool, but I just love the 10 weapons just fly out from your bodies and then just assimilate into one blast. Right? I think that's a pretty good like skin overall. Especially for free skin, I call it free. You actually have to use a lot of Primordium pistol on it. I keep using Primordium. Oh, Honkai Star Rail. Star Rail experience, right? And then we do the skip for this one, which is basically the same and a lot like doesn't really cut that much time, in my opinion, right? So that's pretty good. Did I not do? Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, now I might lose. Okay. I need to remember to not do that again. I hate dodge. Please, dodge is horrendous. Why did they have to bring this back? Okay, let's do back this Unite and Fight. I want to see the skip version. I want to see whether it's faster as well. It's another thing. If you're mid-maxer, I guess this kind of thing is better for timing. Like you time how fast the animation is. I'm not gonna do a accurate one. That's rough. Or skip. I'm gonna skip already. Okay. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 0.5 seconds faster? I definitely need to use this. I need the extra damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, roughly 4 seconds. And I believe the other one was about 4 seconds as well. Okay, it's fine. It's still kind of cool, I guess, even with the animation cut. I mean, it's still blue aura, right? It's every time when he goes Super Saiyan, it's blue aura. So I'm just gonna go back to Rebelware, cause this is what you paid for. If you're Asian, you get what you pay for, man. That's just me. Anyway, gonna go back to our grinding till we get 200. I think I'm gonna do 250 or 200, which is at least 200 rounds of this. Okay. I should probably go back to music time. Don't need this. Okay, let's go back to some Falcon music. How much? We're very done already though. Honest, not sure. 75 mil? Yeah, that's a bit slower than expected. Though I have not been fully focusing, so. And 2 teens is yeah. I wonder people can do 1 turn or not for this Guild War because of Exalto Duck. Anyway, we shall go back to talking about our... What was I talking about? Sleep? Where did I stop off just now? It's a good question, right? Good question. I think I stopped off on like talking about like series that I used to read while I'm sleeping. I think that's roughly where I remembered. Right. So yeah, let's go back to that story, right? So like, how do people actually go back to sleep after they wake up in the middle of the night, right? After like nightmares, when you're wet, right? Do people do anything? Because I don't think people will talk about this type of stories, but I mean, I do encounter nightmares relatively-ish. Now, before we talk about what curses or what dark object, it's just that some people have more innate imagination, and I'm more on the depression side, so I wouldn't be surprised if my depression-ish side kind of influenced my dreams. That's to be honest. Not to say I'm negative, obviously I try to be positive, be happy, keep it party to do, just do whatever I want and game whatever I want. And when I need to work, I work, right? But I don't feel like sleeping horrendously is like a bad way. It's not a good way to live for sure, but it's not less like you're doomed kind of. So yeah, so like, is there any other like trips or takes that you have experienced yourself that you want to talk about, like in terms of like smooth sleeping, I guess? This will be my weird question for the stream. If people who are watching on boards, yeah, you can just put down, if you encounter sleep nightmares specifically, or like wake up in the middle of the night, you can't sleep, and just touch your phone. What do you do then, right? Just chill out to the daybreak, right? I got work tomorrow, I can't sleep anymore. Crap, it's already almost 6 AM. Obviously, if it's 6 AM and you're going to like be awake in like 15 minutes, I wouldn't bother sleeping. It's just, unless you could sleep, like you feel like you want to sleep, but if you're like, I've been awake for a while, I couldn't sleep, then it's like, yeah. There are some times, however, that I feel that when I sleep, I don't sleep at all. It's just like me putting on the eye mask, and I just remove the eye mask, it's like, oh, it's daytime. And sometimes I feel like I got that sense of deja vu that happens. Oh gosh, let me wash my hands in a sec. Oh no. Okay, back. Oh, we got new music here. Section GFS. Oh yeah, talking about Revelry, I have not played Revelry for a very long while, so I probably wouldn't be touching Revelry for a while anyway. So I guess it's a nice thing because Revelry, I realized one thing, is a time-consuming game, so I feel like I should do it on stream. I don't mean that as like a joke, a knee jerk or something to you guys, but it's precisely that is like grindy, and there's potential for you to do a lot of crafting, theory crafting, game crafting, and strategy crafting, which is why I feel that it's a better game to do on stream. Obviously, I initially wanted to play it to the end and see what I want to do, Because sometimes I just couldn't hold it back. But after a while, I'm not playing it because of a lot of stuff. You know, I'm satisfied with just listening to the music. To curb down for now, I guess. And obviously, I'm also very interested in Azure, which is the main reason why I'm focusing more on Azure. Obviously, other than Guild War, of course, because Guild War is a collective mind. We need to play the game to finish it, and then we need a whole crew to be able to hit 1 billion per target. That's not my minimum in Guild War. My minimum in Guild War is actually not that high. It's my self-set rule that I hit that for that high because of this stupid knee-jerk crap item. Where is it? 800 million. Where is that stupid set? Anyway, I was speaking earlier about what's the minimum goal you should do for Guild War. Get this. Get this, and you are set. Hey, actually, they give lower draw. Ooh. I mean, to be fair, lower draw would be nice, but I would appreciate if you give me a Huang Long Qi Omega Anima. Thank you very much. Oh gosh, it's very loud. Oh fuck, my ears. I mean, if they give us a Huang Long Qi Omega Anima, it would be much appreciated. You know, KML, I know you're listening. Wing wing. Like, honestly though, like if you're doing Guild War, you're doing for Eternals, and you haven't updated the thing to give Huang Long Qi for who knows what reason, and then you give the characters needing this kind of conditions. Are you seriously not giving us Huang Long Qi mats? Are you serious? I don't mind if you don't give us all this, okay? I will farm that out, right? I will farm all this out. This one I wouldn't mind as well. I need just got to my lower drawer, but holy shit, dude! Why do they not give us Huang Long Qi Omega? Like, oh. Like people would really want those, man, and those rates now are very dead. I mean, they have a high rate of getting gold bar, but nowadays no one farm it. It's pretty sad. I do not know how people back in the day actually do HLQL. Like you could always see HLQL on the rate finder, and I do not know how people do that because I barely see a single one nowadays in any capacity. Rarely I see more than 2, right? Often I see 0. Often. I need to stress that word often. It's not rarely. Often I see 0. Let me just see whether there's anyone now. For my point. For my point. No one is farming Huang Long Qi. I don't believe it. But there is absolutely nothing that I can do because I don't find anything related to Huang Long Qi on this damn menu. So he came out, prove our point. Where are we supposed to get our anima if you can't farm that crap? We can't farm it. We can't farm it, man. Give it to us. Give it to us, man. Horrible. Hidoi, yo. Hidoi. Maji de Hidoi. You don't expect people from that old era, just because they are from the old era, they were farming that for so long, and there are so many of them, and then the newbies like us. I mean, I'm still considered a newbie as well because I joined like what, year 6 or year 4? It's one of that. Year 6 or year 4 I joined. And people are hard farming that kind already. So. I didn't farm them because the problem with back then and the problem now is that back then people could all access the rate finder with the API, and the good thing about it is you get your information of the rate very fast and very early. The bad thing is everybody joins. So the thing is you're competing with who? For those rates, the JP people, which have significantly better ping. And that was before the ping cleaning update, where they clean up a lot of the code so that the ping will not be as impactful for us. It wouldn't have affected the JP much anyway. I think JP people complained it was a bit slower for them. But for that period of time, I feel like that was the decent change. Obviously, it's by no means Side Game's fault that Elon Musk decided to shut down the Twitter API. But yeah, now we are in a weird situation where people who want to farm Huang Long Qi cannot farm Huang Long Qi. Look, there's just no rate up there. It's so dumb. And HLQL will still be my preferred method for new players to actually farm for gold bars. Reason because you absolutely need a horrendous amount of HLQL stuff. Obviously you can do PBHL, but PBHL at a certain point you just don't need that amount of horns. You just don't need that amount of horns. Right? I can get about 1000 horns if I grind every day religiously just for bars. I'm pretty sure. It's just that efficient. Like imagine each round, right? You do get 1 bar bare minimum. Not 1 bar, 1 horn bare minimum. You just need 1000 runs to hit that, and 1000 runs barely can get you a single bar. Yeah, more or less barely can get you a single bar. You get a bar about 1400 or something. If I'm not wrong, 0.0014 or something %. Which might not sound very low, but it's actually quite low. It's not an often thing you get, right? So okay. Oh yeah, talking about rates. Talking about rates. I recently put Firefly and in HSL. As a gacha player, we all like to gacha the little parts of our game sense, right? So I got Firefly and I didn't intend to get E1, I just wanted to get a 4-star, right? I just wanted to get enough 4-star to cap out a lot of my current 4-star that I wanted from the banner. And somehow I got 3 5-star. Obviously not all Firefly, but at least it's still 3 5-star, right? But the problem is the 5-star that I got that was not Firefly was the trash Yan Qing. Or people like to call him Yanking. Yeah, so it's funny how Yan Qing is now demoted to like very bad. When on launch it was okay, but it's kind of funny. He got the TT treatment in Genshin or whatever. Anyway, I don't play Genshin anyway, so Genshin is gone now for my life, and I'm never going returning. I'm pretty sure I'm never returning. I stay with Genshin merch, and I think I'll probably support by that merch, but I probably wouldn't support the game anymore. You played Genshin for a while, you'll probably realize that Genshin has a problem as a mobile game. I'm not talking about its ability to run the game, I'm talking about the amount of commitment you need to play the game. I feel like Genshin works a little bit more towards games like... What games would be the best suited one? Warframe. Warframe. It feels more like a Warframe game. Now you'll be like, what? Warframe plays differently from Genshin though, right? But oh wait, I need to drink that. My throat hurts. Anyway, we like Genshin plays differently from Warframe, but Warframe and Genshin have a very commonality, right? RNG drops. RNG drops. Now, RNG drops are tiring. Okay, I play GBF, so I shouldn't be complaining. But the thing about GBF is, sometimes you're not playing right. You're just letting it full auto and be like, what's the difference between full auto and not playing such a game? Then it'll be like, full auto, you know, it grinds for you, so you can actually do other stuff. You can play other stuff, right? But you would think, then if it's full auto, why is it a game then? It shouldn't be a game. It just be some other simulator or what? No, those are what do you call simulators? Mining settlement, idle game or whatever, right? But the thing is, there are portion of the game able to be FA grind, right? There's still games there are still rates in this game where you can not FA grind. The problem in Genshin is that it's a game that gets super mundane and the combat can get very boring. And if you don't pay, you can't get the characters for a while. It gets way worse. This situation gets absolute dog crap. Right? You'll start to feel that demoralizing factor. And not just that, I'm not even talking about going to associate with power creep. Power creep is definitely going to come for a gacha game. Right? No 2 cents about it. Right? But if you put it to Warframe's perspective, Warframe doesn't really have that level of power creep. And Warframe, you can technically change your class to play a different one, change your weapon, play a different one. You know, and you can feel the improvements wherever you play it, right? But Warframe doesn't have the feeling of staggering like a gacha game, right? It doesn't hold you hostage, do the event, play it daily. I mean, play it daily is still a nice thing to do, but it's not really like an important part compared to other gacha games. Gacha games in general, what's the main resource you're farming? Gems. You're farming crystals. You're farming primo gems. You're farming premium currency, right? And one point, it will just be a burnout. And Genshin has that burnout tuned to 11. And recently, there's this game called Wuwa. I've been enjoying Wuwa, but I have also been feeling the burnout. Obviously, it's not going to be as easy to burn out on Wuwa because Wuwa pairing system is really fun. That was really hard to. You need dedication to master. So mastery is one thing that pushes burnout for sure, right? If you have burnout syndrome, I think if you're aiming with a goal in mind, a very strict goal in mind, you'll probably not have that burnout, but you still need to take a break. And obviously being this kind of action RPG, like you may say Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild doesn't really force you into this rectangle where you have to play every day for premium gems, you know? So you can give like that game a pass, but you can't give this game a pass. There must be a reason, right? So that is my reasoning for like how I feel like these kind of games. I don't think it's a good game to play long term, like in terms of like daily meta. On hindsight, if you don't pick up a lot of games or you're not ready to try a lot of games, you're willing to stick with them the whole way through, I guess it's fine. Huh? But for me, I always like to seek out something new. I'm never a person who likes to sit on something too old. Like even for like certain series, sometimes I like to read series, right? I like novel series. I have sometimes where I like to change around and read other series midway through. For like I'll do a volume or two and then just go back afterwards. I mean, it's just a me thing. Sometimes some people cannot take it that way because of like they like it to be continuity, but sometimes I just need a break from the series so that I can come back a bit more refreshed. And I mean, I do that a lot as well. I did this with Granblue as well. For how people may think of, I do take breaks from Granblue. Sometimes I just take like 3 months off. I have taken 3 months off from Granblue and I missed out like quite a few banners, important Grand banners to be fair. Because the time I quitted was around August all the way to December, and then I came back in January. Not this year or last year, obviously, but the year before. I did quit Granblue for like a while. I needed a break from it. No dailies, no nothing, not even FA. Just completely dropped and just live out a life without Granblue for a while. Obviously, I still came back, but I have a good understanding of how burnout will work now compared to back then, like how gacha burnout really worked. And I feel that Granblue is actually a game which has a good balance. It doesn't over punish you, right? That's the system that I'm looking at. Blue Archive is another game which doesn't punish you as much. Obviously, there's still dailies, but the dailies in Blue Archive is really goddamn fast. Like even after, as long as you do the events once, you're fine, right? You just skip it and you're done. Skipping event is not often done. Even in Princess Connect Redive, I think skipping event is very rare. There's only one event you can skip, which is the tower event. But other than that, the rest, nah, you can't even skip most of it. It's like, it gets on my nerve. Right. I'm not talking about the story events, bar none. Those kind of events, you have farming shards on hard mode, which is limited to 3 per stage, and they are quite fast, and then it's not that bad, right? But I'm talking about those which are like Water Tower or like some other weird events. Those takes forever to finish. talking about Princess Connect. Princess Connect have been on my list to shoot off for playing. Like I've been like thinking of maybe quitting it. But the thing is, well, people are playing the game. I mean, playing my clan. So like, sometimes I just like rent the account so that I can at least get my removal. I'll just join the clan and be like, okay, I'll be here doing the boss, the Guild War boss, and just out. Yeah. It's a bit unhealthy. So it's like it's bordering on the line of like if it's only any game I want to play to add on, or I want to do, Precon will probably be the first to take the hit. It didn't used to be this way. I think Precon used to be really well made in the first, in the sense of like daily routine and daily grinding wasn't the worst. It was pretty fun. Not say fun, but it was pretty non-time consuming. But ever since they added Element Dungeon, they added what's the other one? They added the shard farming. Like, then it became. I don't mean like normal, very hard stage shard farming. I'm talking about the shard farming for your unique equipment and whatnot. Like, because sometimes you need a lot of them, so you need to go through like a whole bunch. But they can be nice to soak off your excess stamina. It's also really hard to maneuver around lack of stamina because they introduced too much stuff more than the stamina generation for free-to-play capacity was designed for. So it becomes a very negative thought that you will definitely have to sacrifice something to get this because you're not going to get everything anymore. Right? Then it slowly has been feeling that build up. They removed the equipment farming in totality, almost totality. You still need to farm like 600 shards or something. But that still doesn't change the fact that they introduced too much stuff for farming and they spread out the stamina too thin due to that, right? Like never one day you can actually go by without farming element dungeons. Element dungeons is every element you must farm it because if you don't farm it, pay to win gap. One thing, pay to win gap. 2, stamina, lack of energy. 3, you're gonna be hamstrung tight on what you want to farm. So that means you need to plan really well, even more stricter than ever before. And while sometimes it's a good thing to limit the stamina because of lack of time, the feeling of not having to farm something because of this, and both are necessary, but you have to remove one because, well, some games say F you. Very nice, right? Unless they increase the energy gen to be like a little bit more towards the balance previously, I don't think it's a good game to play right now. It's actually really bad, nasty game to play. At this point in time, honestly. I would praise his past, but I would not praise his current state. His current state is, in better words, leaving no stone unturned for the free-to-plays. Yeah. Very negative, sentimental, but it has to be said. Something needs to be done. So side games, fix your games. Is it 8:30? Holy crap! Probably it's about time to actually prepare dinner soon. I ate a very late lunch. I ate lunch at like 4 plus after my test. So yeah. Normally people say that'll be dinner, but I'm pretty sure that's not dinner. That's a very weird thing to message on Twitch, like adding people on Discord. Do people do that immediately? Are you a content creator or something? That's a little bit strange question to ask. Don't mind me. I thought people just really do a casual chat and then stream, but I don't know. Probably not like this, I would not probably add you on the spot if you're this pushy or this direct about it. Unless there is business terms or something, that would be a bit different. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll probably say no, but I mean it's not unoffensive, so yeah. But yeah, welcome to the stream though, Matthew. I hope you don't take offense to what I just said. But yeah, I just find it strange that people just add directly on Discord. Yeah. People who do this are usually, on my experience, commissioners. So unless you're wanting to work on commission or something, that's different. Okay, 1,000 used. Oh, I need to balance out how much meat do I want to save. I think I actually farm to a point where I'm okay not farming. See how much I 100 and wait, I think 130 mil. I think will be fine. 130 mil. I need to pace myself, right? So, today I want to hit 200 mil at the bare minimum. Bare minimum 210, 210. Meat efficiency to honest will grow up eventually. So, but the time will be the problem. Okay. So exponentially 220 mil will be my final target for today. Bare minimum 220 mil. A total, not dailies. I mean, you can see the mindset of why you want to farm this amount or whatnot, but yeah. So basically, my advice for people who want to farm Guild War, leave roughly 6.5k-ish meat on by the end of second day, first day, end of first day, because you want to be able to farm NM properly, especially if you're doing full auto whole day, and that's a very easy one to finish up. I'm pretty sure by tomorrow I'll be farming next one with just primal dark with semblance of the Leech Reduce setup, probably with someone to dispel, probably. Do I want someone to dispel? If I'm not going Leech, I'm probably going to be putting deal with the Quasi guy that I just upgraded just now. Okay. Oops, I forgot I can just... And this is what I mean by I'm not like full try-harding in terms of like getting honors. Waiting for last turn to be processed is such an annoying thing. Okay. Holy crap. Man, I keep getting that notification, that's so annoying. Dang. Stop that processing, please. Why are you so annoying? Stop being the processor. I want normal. Give me normal MC. Thank you. Waiting to be processed, such annoying. Yeah, synchronicity. I don't know, my favorite tracks from Memory. Bastion, let's go. Ooh. Sorry guys, I just suddenly becoming a lot more tired. I just like I want to be a bit more silent. Probably not the best for stream, but yeah. Close there, close to there. Just back with the music. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a crazy one. 3 turns. Very rare. What kind of situation would create 3 turns though? Just looking at Twitch in terms of like GBF or rating people, I do not know. So all I see is JP people farming. That's funny. I mean, it makes sense because like I think EU probably will be waking up or like really in the middle of work. NA will also be. NA will be waking up, right? Kind of funny. I don't know how raiding will work, so like how do I manually raid people? I haven't do raiding for a very long time, so it's kind of interesting, right? Oh my goodness. CACO. Oh crap, CACO is a bad thing, isn't it? There are some characters that cannot dispel because of CACO. Man, how am I gonna make the guide tomorrow? Problem with Dark right now is a lot of stuff needs CA to proc their skills, to then proc their main damage potential. Well, they still do skills every turn, so I do not know, man. This is a sticky situation. And I'm starting to be hungry, which makes sense. Oh right, there's a celestial weapon, right? Oh right, celestial weapon is grind is a thing right now. I totally forgot about celestial weapon because I already got the celestial weapon I technically won from the game. Like any celestial weapon afterwards is the bonus per se. Like it's not necessary anymore. Or not necessary anymore is a bit too much of a statement. More of like the characters that I can use it on is not as much. Right? There's not as much supporting returning benefits other than for certain meme builds. The ones which are generally there are like what, swords, harps, bow, spear maybe, ish kinda. Fist will be the next. Fist and next. Right, these two next. I already got bow and wait, I need what now? Okay. I'm already lost, my friends. Okay. What I'm to say is that because I already have the blades for like celestial, and I also have the heart for celestial, a lot of characters are covered under these two. Right? Spear characters are a lot, but I don't use a lot of spear characters in the first place. So that's not a very tough scenario to like ditch. I have a spear ultima, but I don't use it as much for that very reason. Like there's an X, I'll probably go for X. Hello Lordies, welcome to the stream. It's just me chilling a little bit now because of tiredness, but yes, welcome. I need honor, so I don't mind farming this 95. I don't even think the meat usage is that high, right? Okay, the thing is, this boss has a tendency to get dodged up at a certain level. So I'm just trying to increase consistency to ignore the dodge debuff it gives up. Like obviously I can do it, but it's inconsistent. Sometimes it will go 3 turns even. Like if I do this and I'll still prefer to press 6 S1. So this should take about 3 turns, and the reason is because this guy has dispel, so it will dispel my Ilsa S1. Yeah, you will have this dodge. That's why I do it that way, because it's a bit faster. I mean, I could try that, yeah. Just like, I don't have a Hades 250 though. To be honest, I can try it, I guess. But who do I want to use for this? 13 seconds and 95. I'll try it, okay? No, don't do as much damage. Yeah, nah. I think I deal more damage from my old. Maybe it's I need to check my grid one more time. Yes, sec. Oh my goodness. Do I have? I did not put it here. Oops, it's not here. I can't. How's my grid looking? I do not have Exalto. If you're running Exalto, probably it makes sense that you could do that. I have no Exalto. I need to check my grid one more time. Yeah, it's a bit slower. Yeah, if you have Exalto, you probably can. I'm still running this grid, so I don't have it. I probably still use buffs. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind trying new stuff. If you have recommendations, obviously I'll try it. But generally, I didn't pull for the I didn't pull for Cosmos this time because I wanted to save for summer. Because I think this summer might have some interesting units. This year they have been releasing a lot of heavy summer units because I think they have been putting too much emphasis on Halloween. And they make one of the most broken, so they want people to divert away from, our favorite Halloween slogan and all that bullcrap. So they're trying to put people back into the summer roster, which is kind of funny. I do not know whether it's gonna work, but maybe. Yeah, I need to set it back to my win. Was that a win? That was one. I use. Summer. Was it Rosetta? What did I use? I forgot who I used for this. I forget. Oh no. No, the worst I'll just put is you. I know one of the Rosettas is giving me faster. Yeah, let's go with the normal Rosetta, I guess. Is this the Rosetta or the other Rosetta? I'll just TP hit. I think it's TP hit. Let's try. I'm stopping stream soon anyway. I'm just gonna go get my dinner up. Okay, that was very slow. That is not the right one. I need to search up again. Fastest summon animation GBF. And for that, Sushinoko Rose Creed. The normal Rose Creed. Oh. Yeah, so I was right remembering one of the Rose Creed being the fastest. Yeah, it's Rose Screen, okay. Back to Rose Screen, Chain Screen, Win. That's Rose Screen. Where are you, lady? I mean, I would think that if you put for this banner, with the recent Grand Banner, you probably wouldn't have enough for summer. So. And I think summer characters looks decent, and I don't wail like people think. I mean, I do like top out sometimes, but I don't always wail on the banners. So if anything, I try to manage like what I can pull and what I shouldn't pull, and then eventually, if your luck is good enough, you get what you want. But sometimes certain characters, I mean, like certain grants are harder to get for, like. Although they come back monthly, but you are usually saving for limiteds rather than grants, which are like monthly limiteds. So yeah, you would think that after so many grand banners I would have already put a Luo, a second Luo. I didn't put any Luo at all, and it was really pain in the butt. Anyway, if I have 150 KDs, probably I might be able to do the other one that you did just now, because I probably have some damage penetration, and then I know people remove the one of Shalom's weapon, I believe. I mean, I was seeing people theory crafting the great stuff a few days ago. I didn't really catch it up because I was having my test. I was mentioning I was having my test earlier today, so I didn't really. Whatever I planned was like pre-planned before. Actually planned quite a while back. I'll be using the one that I always use for PBHL and stuff. Just do it. It's no biggie, right? Okay. Who do I want to wait after this? Because I'm going to go for my dinner soon. I'm not gonna eat on stream. At least not yet. I mean, it's still pretty fast, honestly. If I take a look at event home, rate, battle log, it's still 28 seconds. It's still 28 seconds. Compared to 13 seconds, it's a double, but it's still fast, you know? It's not as if it's that slow. I'm still catching the amount of time. Okay, the EN streamer, did he disappear? No. Still there. I'm probably want to check out his stream and see whether he's working. 25-hour stream. That's crazy. Okay. He's more insane than me, guys. Okay. This guy is probably worth waiting. I'll probably do a raid on him maybe. How do I do a raid on him? I should probably search out how to do a raid on Twitch. I haven't do a raid on Twitch since like a very long time. I think I used to raid Kirby. Ah, interesting. Can I even do that on... I think I need to do it on Twitch channel itself. Raid can be started from mobile. Huh? Why must I use a mobile to raid people? Can I raid it on my on browser? Interesting. How do I use to raid is the question that I never knew. I used to raid Kirby, so because I forgot how to raid since I haven't streamed on Twitch for a very long while. I've been streaming on YouTube for a good portion of actually 2018. This 2018 was, I think, was the last time I streamed on Twitch. I think so. It's around there. 29. Oh gosh. Just that. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay. That's the command. Okay, that's pretty easy. No wonder I could do it last time. Have a do first. Oh, whole steel is this? Base steel is it? What's this? I forget it. Base steel, yeah. Okay. Oh. Let's go, another 26 more. I don't know, time is a little bit faster on my end, I feel. Is it just me or is it just like I feel like it's a bit slower in terms of like how much each year I've gotten? Because if I'm doing like every 30 seconds one battle, so I should technically be getting 1.9 million per minute, right? I don't think I'm getting that, but I mean it's interesting. And I assume Lord actually watches my previous video because you actually know my grade to some extent. Bible of Arrows. Anyway, I guess now is a good time to talk a little bit about the new anime season since that the current anime season is ending. I think this season of anime was really goated in a lot of cases. Yozakura family. We also have Mushoku Tensei, which should be ending next week. Then we have what other anime have I watched this week? Seven Prince, which I have read the manga for, was pretty great. I think it was a decently done adaptation. A little bit sus sometimes. I don't remember which manga art was sus. I know there are some sussier, but I think it's a case by case basis that which one was sussier in certain scenes may not be as sussy in the manga. Or the manga was sussier but the anime wasn't as sussy. Yeah, that's a fun one. What other anime have I watched this season? I don't think I watched a lot of animes. I didn't watch Kaiju, I didn't watch Jellyfish, I didn't watch all the others. Like, yeah. Ooh, I think that's all I watched, right? This is... Oh, right, no. There was one more. What's the series called? Crap. Reincarnated as a aristocrat, I think. I read the light novel for that, so it was pretty okay. And the manga as well. I read the manga. So far, I think there were only some scenes that were skipped. But I don't think it was that much, I think, in general. I guess this season was pretty goated, I think. Next season is also pretty stacked, I think. Oh yeah, Mohokoka. I never watched that though. I haven't watched it since the other movie was released. Probably should catch up. Spice and Wolf, I should probably also catch up. Finish that up for once and for all. I didn't finish the original Spice and Wolf. I did watch quite a deep into it, I just never finished it. I got bored of it, which to many people, I think the problem with Spice and Wolf, I feel, as a person like me, was that it was very slow, very painfully slow. I like it when it's a little bit faster, when it goes to town and stuff happens faster. But I know they want to build up like romance and stuff, but sometimes I think romance. I like romance. I like Yuri. I like Yuri a little bit now. But compared to back then, I think I could watch Spice and Wolf now and feel a little bit better. But I don't think I like romance as much in the past. For sure, romance was absolutely not my cup of tea in the past. Nowadays, it's a little bit okay, but I think too slow of romance can be a bugger as well. So yeah, I should probably get to that as well. What other anime was there this season? I'm not gonna watch Demon Slayer. It's the fight scenes will definitely be nice. I will give it that. Like, I think I'll just give it the JJK treatment, which is that the fight scenes will be nice, but I don't think that I like the story. The way the story was written was something I was disappointed with in Demon Slayer. Let's be honest. It's not about I mean, romance was a big aspect of why I think Demon Slayer also like dropped a lot in my score rankings, but innately, I think JJK and Demon Slayer, if you like power scaling, power fantasy, and leave all that damn shit, I think it's fine. It's cool. I like the fight scenes, but I just don't like how the story was written. And that's how I feel. It's like the Dragon Ball effect, right? Are you serious? The guys are coming up. That wasn't what I was expecting. What is this? 216. I had to grind offline again. I'll probably have to grind around like after my dinner, I guess. It's actually gonna be thematic if I end it on the song, but I don't think I can end it on the song yet. I remember you. Okay. Enough emoing around on on this soundtrack. As much as I dislike some part of Cold Steel, the soundtrack is still lit, I think. Oh. Oh no. Let's go. So I think tomorrow I'll still stream a bit because I still have a stream for Guild War. We shall see how that goes. But I don't think I'll be streaming on Wednesday. Wednesday, by the time I come back from my paper, I will also be out of... I'll be back very late, I think. So if I stream, it will be like 9:30, 10 o'clock kind of deal. If, let's say I stream. But I don't think... Will it be NM200 day? I think it'll be NM200, right? Or just tomorrow NM200. Tomorrow's 150. 100 or 150, then it'll be... Next will be 200. 200. Tomorrow 150 to the next day is 200. So it will be... Then day 4 is Thursday. Thursday will be 200 as well. Probably I'll do 200. I'll probably stream on Wednesday night then. Tomorrow will be Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday night. Yeah, I can stream in the night because I am alone in the house for those few days, so so I can stream more this week just because of that as well, because I won't have interruptions and I'm alone, so that means that I plan everything myself, which is the trade-off. Every good part has a trade-off, right? And that's for trade-off. I have to manage the stuff myself, so. But that also means that I can push back how much I want to do. Oh, the guitar, dude. Let's go. So good. Am I doing lesser damage because of the strike time? Probably. I mean, it's comparable, I guess. Comparable. I'll remember you. Are you serious? Treated. Unlucky. Lucky. $5,709. Do I need to farm meat? Probably still not in the need necessity yet to farm meat. How many boxes do I have? 31 out of 50. Oh wait, because of the missions, I just give boxes. That makes sense. I need to farm another 29 more. I think I can technically end the stream here because I did hit 220 mil, which is technically my goal for. What was my goal? 220 or 230? My goal was 230. What am I talking about? I'm just getting hungry. This. Not going on. It doesn't matter, wait, it does matter because they are the influence of Oki. Oh, she has a cat behind her when she's below a certain HP. Interesting. I never noticed. I've been farming for 2 hours, I didn't notice the cat. 2 hours, 16 minutes at this point. God dang it. I hate it when that happens. Oh, suffering your war. Do you know how to farm actively with your meager gains? Right now. I mean, it is meager gain. When you get like 1k crystals for how much efforts at one build? I mean, it's not just 1k, but you know, like the final one should be higher. Give us a 10 pull at the end. Please, side games, you got to know your crystal counts. 1 for 1v is too cheap. You need more. Give us more over there. To be fair, I never really count how much crystals you get from Guild War. I need to take a look. I know you gain a lot from it, like majority of your crystals are gained from Guild War, but I don't remember how much is it. Hey, siete. Okay, Guild War crystal. Up to 6k crystals, that is 20 pools, right? Yeah, that's 20 pools. Well, it doesn't make sense to 20 pools for this event. I mean, it's also having to add on a lot of like good loot as well. Guild War is 8 premium draws, 950 crystal if you hit all of the rewards, which are definitely. I don't. Wait, is that really? Is that the O1? It's probably the O1. Reading the O1 950, are you serious? I thought it was 1k. Up to 6,000 crystal. I'm pretty sure if you hit. I'm pretty sure this one is not accurate anymore. The one I'm reading 5 years ago. I should probably one day just go like post Guild War, take a look at how much you can get for like crystals and calculate, I guess. Probably at the end of this Guild War, which is like Friday or something. Friday I can't stream, can I? Actually, you know what? Who's stopping me from streaming? I can probably stream on Friday as well. But like this whole week we can stream Guild War, right? Because I'm technically doing Guild War as well. I won't be stopping doing Guild War. At most it's full auto. So I'll start the stream like at the end of like close to the end of it and then just chill out. Probably I can do that, yeah. I can probably do that for Guild War for this week. Most of the time, even if I'm off stream on Guild War, I'll still be doing Guild War. It's just that I probably won't be talking and I'm be doing other stuff. But that's what Guild War is, right? Guild War. Endgame Guild War 200, the Nightmare 200s are usually full auto, disgusting grids and stuff. Yeah. Well, menu Guild War 200 is, I don't know. You guys are crazy, but I can see how you guys can get 500 million within like a few hours with your insane grades that I do not have. I don't have Opus 200. Oh yeah. Now I think about it, people who run the Exalto, right, should have 250 Opuses as well. I will probably start on that journey as well soon, probably. It's always a little bit like daunting to join an existing co-op room. But if you can do it, it's very nice. I need to do Hexa Chromatic Hierarch first over Far Zero. Because Far Zero has ping issues. As you can really see, I'm having not a lot of good internet nowadays. Which is interestingly enough, it's like I have stable internet more often, but at the cost of like lower speeds. Which is a trade-off I am willing to take for because I rather have more consistent internet than less consistent internet. Less consistent internet but faster speed usually means that I have more downtime of not being able to watch shows or not being able to do stuff. So yeah, so I'll probably take a look at Hexa and probably do my experience, talk about my experience on Hexa probably soon as well. that is something I would want to get through. Plus, like, I also have a lot of like fear back when I was doing far, just the normal far hard version, the impossible hard version. Or people call it far HL. Right? I think it's like it's something that you have to get over and overcome, right? Like once you learn that everything, then it's like it's actually easy. It's the same for Advance. It's the same for Suba HL. I have tried to do a few times for solo run. I always fail at I think past 50. I only reached like past 50 3 times. I think in my solo run practices, and that was like I think before last year I went overseas. Before I went to do the upload things, which you can see in the like video section. I did a few runs then. I did not continue because of like interest constraint. I was doing other stuff more interesting. Okay, I think I can stop here for now. I think I will come back to probably farm in the middle of the just right before Guild War end. But yeah, I'm gonna go take my dinner now. So in that sense, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna put you guys to another raiding because I haven't do raiding in a while. Let's give back to the community a bit. But yeah, if you do enjoy the content for this Guild War, wait, should I show my? I should probably do my showcase, right? Probably, yeah. Anyway, I'm using the standard grid for NM for this NM95, so it shouldn't be that different from most people cases. I'm using Beelzebub with Hades for people who are on YouTube side and want to see this, right? General boosters. Not gonna say much elaborated. Every Guild War, I think I'm pretty much elaborate on this one. Stat stakes, have sub skills. Try to put it out. And weapon wise, we have Hades Grid. Obviously, I'm using Hades. I already did a recent video, I think a stream on it as well on the previous one where you can see. But yeah, it's the same old grid. So we have Seraphic, Celestial, Opus. For me, I use double crit. If you have Exalto, you can use Exalto. Double Pianist. You can use one Pianist at hurt, I think, for the new Exalto stuff. So you can have 3 Exaltos. Then you have 2 this Eternal Signature. I think if you can remove 1 Pain and Suffering, or you can remove 1 ES for this grid, I think. Because you can have 4 I think 4 of this either way if you change it to Opus Staff or something. What Opus Staff? Staff Ultima or something. Because I think the weapon is a staff, right? Exalto. Let me take a look. Exalto for Dark. Exalto Dark. GBF. Yeah, causality driver is actually Katana. 1, 2, 3 Katana and 1 of this. That's 4 Katana. So yeah, okay, technically, yeah, because that Opus is a Katana, I believe. Yeah. So you just run this 3 plus 1, and then ES will proc anyway. Yeah. So the ES doesn't need to proc via that. You can proc this, but you only have 1 graphite convergence compared to 2, so that's a thing. Unless you want to sacrifice something else. I don't know what you can sacrifice here. Okay, anyway, yeah. Anyway, characters wise, it's the normal same 3 characters in Dark that has been here for how many? It's 2 years already, right? Since Yusa, is it Yusa? No, Yusa was last year. Yusa was last year, so it's been at least 13 or 14 months since this team setup has been formed. So if you do not have it, do try to get Yukata Yusa. I know she's not wearing anything in this picture, but trust me, it's Yukata. It's not anything else, okay? Yeah. And then for backline, Dark doesn't really have much boosters, so just put Nia behind so that at least your MC can sustain critical damage if she ever get hit, and then probably it's just leveling characters, so yeah. So try to get at least your macro rest up. Maybe it might take over Lich. Who knows? Who knows, right? Okay, anyway, yeah, I will see you tomorrow for the next stream for Guild War. Probably it'll be in the late afternoon or same timing, night time. But I think it's more towards afternoon because I want to leave night time for revision. Hopefully, I can revise. Hopefully. Without further ado, though, I would like to end the stream here. If you're on YouTube, please do leave a like down below and press subscribe button so that whenever I stream upload, you'll be notified. Right, then press the notification bell down below so that whenever I stream, you also will be specifically advertised to be notified because YouTube like to split the system, right? Okay. And for Twitch side, press the follow button so that whenever I stream or upload, you will also be notified. Right, with that said, I would send you off to rate someone now. A very nice way to end the stream with this music. Let's see, who else is awake right now? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go for my dinner now, so let me do this. Where is my channel? Can I please open my channel? See? Hey, I'm disrespectful to my own self, very funny. Let's see, does this work? No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so yeah, see you guys. I'll be sending you guys to this guy called Kane the Dragon. Do take a look at him. He's probably just muted and just playing while he's holding a grudge with Guild War. But yeah, enjoy. I'll be back tomorrow, so see you. Bye bye.